bat, you're hitting for Bernsey.
A's fashion. They want a base runner here. Scott Hannaford will slow the Yankees for the walk. So I think he's looking for Hannaford to get on base, maybe bring in a pinch runner for him. Accomplished what no one has before. They have won 20 consecutive games.
Welcome to the third floor Yankees play-by-play live coming from Houston tonight. Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute what I did. Right now, all I know is Jazz with a 2-run homer last inning, 2-0 Yankees, and we are in the bottom of the second, 2-0 Yanks. Breed looking a little crazy tonight, but not too bad. We'll catch up on everything. Sorry about the delayed opening, but got everything set, getting ready to go live. Go up to hit go live and hit close room by accident and had to go back in and start all over. Either way, we got a lot of baseball for you tonight. It's only the bottom of the second, 2-0 Yanks. Nobody on and 1 out. 6th place hitter, Roman Uris. Grounds this one to Volpe. Back-to-back plays to Volpe. Back-to-back. Well, that throws a little off, but Goldie with a nice play. So far, Volpe being a mainstay in this game so far defensively. That's back-to-back with the gloves, back-to-back throws. First one was nice. Second one, a little bit over. He bobbled a double play ball, tailor-made double play. No damage done. He got it to Jazz. They got the out. They got out of the inning in the next at-bat. 7th place hitter, Smith. That's way outside. Cutter, 91 from Max Fried. Looking for number 15 tonight. Trying to go 15-5. Pretty solid year for a guy that struggled. There's that curveball very early in. Misses 2-0 to the 7th place hitter, Schmidt. I hate to be a broken record, but I say it every time, every game. Doesn't matter when in the game. Doesn't matter who's pitching for the Yankees. Doesn't matter bullpen starter. It doesn't matter. 7, 8, 9 place hitters have been giving the Yankees trouble. There's a hard hit ball to third. Good play over there. Long throw gets him. So Fried, economically, out of the inning, sends the Astros away. Beautiful play by Calabrero. We'll get everything going for you as soon as we get back. Like I said, take a second. It took us a second to get going. and we want to make sure we don't miss nothing, and we're going to check and make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. We'll be right back after this.
Omar coming, yo. Omar coming, yo. Did you hear that? Omar coming. Come on. Get out of here, yo. Omar coming. Omar. Put that shit down. I said Omar coming, yo. Somebody is coming now. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Y'all need to open this door, man, for a huff and puff. Come on now, by the heads of your chinny chin chin.
Omar, you best roll out. We up in here with the Mac 10.
Oh, I think's not, Terrell. I think's not. Y'all might need to think this through and stop wasting my time. Because Omar can come back tomorrow. And the next day. And the next day. And I will put a bullet in all y'all behind what happened right now. You heard? Fair enough.
Just like Omar coming. Yanks are coming. Yanks are coming for the Astros. Toronto Blue Jays. And whoever else is in their path. As you can see, the countdown's on, and it starts tonight with these 12 games. Game 1 of 12. Call it a 12-game series with a day off. Right now we're going to top in 3. Yanks up 2-0. Valdez hooked up in a pretty good duel right now with Fried. Jazz getting the better end of it. I know, I heard you. I hear you. Sorry about that. Oh, boom. There you go. Here's your lineups, folks. We'll let them scroll through there. Bellinger leading off the third here. So, Bellinger, Player of the Week, AL Player of the Week. I guess that was before that horrible display of 5 at-bats in Chicago on Sunday. Absolutely horrendous. That's the worst I've seen Bellinger all year, was right there. Those 5 at-bats were absolutely horrible, including a double. I think he just got lucky on a double, to be honest with you. Right now, it's 1-1. Valdez. Pitch number 38. Here's a strike. Sinker, 95, outside edge. He goes ahead and the count 1-2. Aaron Judge on deck. He had a base hit in the first. Left him stranded. Yes, that's right, folks. I did make a typo. We got Stanton in left field tonight. He has no problem taking McMahon in and out of this lineup here and giving Calabrero, Rosario some action. It's okay to give Volpe that same kind of courtesy. Lockport in the building. How are you tonight, Lockport? How are you, buddy? What's up, man? You ready for Thursday night, brother? You ready for Thursday? It's kickoff. Dude, I was up till 4 a.m. drafting last night on ESPN. Right now, I got 21 of the 25 teams that you're allowed. I lost my friggin' mind. Bellinger strikes out swinging. So Bellinger continues his sloppy at-bats, we'll call it. Is he cooling down? Not a real good time to be cooling down for Mr. Bellinger here against the Astros in a 12-game stretch. That could mean there's an awful lot. There is so much involved in these 12 games. First place in a division, is it? First place in a wild card. Distancing yourself from somebody. You got to put distance between somebody. Right now, you got breathing room with Seattle because Seattle's doing everybody a favor and just not playing good baseball. Judge looks at a strike. 0-1 to Judge. He swings and misses at a curveball, 88, way low in the zone. Judge way over top of it. Lockport, I drafted Kincaid, the tight end, Buffalo. Is that his name? Kincaid? Judge is now in the hole, 0-2, 1 out, top 3, nobody on, 2-0 Yanks. Valdez delivers this one. Curveball misses way low, bounces in the dirt. Judge lets it go by. It's 1-2 to Judge, who's 1 for 1. Like I said, he got a single in the first, was left there. I hear you, brother. This is actually one of my favorite time of the year because baseball's winding down. NASCAR is winding down. Judge takes this one to the opposite field, late jump, but he's in on it. He grabs it, 2 out. Judge reaching out across the plate for that one. Looked like it was going to fall for a second on the late break, but he caught up to it pretty quick. Yeah, I got him on. I got him on at least 7 of my teams. He's actually my backup to Laporta or Hawkinson. I got a couple teams, man, that are friggin' stacked. You also got there's also a wide receiver I grabbed. I forget. He was way down, and I found him. I'm like, whoa, who's this dude? Stanton swings and misses. He goes in the hole, 0-2. 2 out, top 3, 2-0 Yanks. Stanton 0 for 1. And the Blue Jays in Cincinnati, they're playing softball. End of 6, 10-8 Toronto over the Reds. And Cleveland and Boston are having a 7-7 slugfest in Fenway as Mr. Stanton swings and misses, and Valdez picks up his 6th. Yes, 6th strikeout. And we're only through 2.5. Sorry, we're only through 2.5. 2-4-0 for the Yanks. Nothing across the board for the Astros. That's your line score. Valdez mowing the Yanks down 6 in a row. And Freed just not allowing anybody on to do anything. All right, we're gonna take a quick break so I can pack a bowl, and we'll be right back. Enjoy this moment from way back when. Hey, like I said, we're not your normal play-by-play. Okay, I don't think too many people out there are streaming a Yankee play-by-play with this kind of stuff in it.
Hey, Pete Rose, what's a man really want from an aftershave?
Not fancy perfume,
Or fancy bottles?
not fancy prices.
No!
A man wants to smell like a man.
There's something about Aqua Velva.
He wants to be cool and refreshed.
There's something about Aqua Velva. A man wants to feel like a man.
Feel like a man.
'Cause there's something about an Aqua Velva man.
That's right. How many live streams are bringing you play-by-play with Pete Rose singing, with the great Vic Tyback, great character actor from way back in the 70s and mostly known as Mel, owner of Mel's Diner in Arizona, with the great Alice Flo, and Vera, Flo, Alice, and Mel. Wow, man, that's from the fucking 70s. I remember all 4 of them motherfuckers. And Tommy. Tommy was Alice's son. The bastard son, no father. They threw that shit right at you, man, so you knew what was coming on, man, because that was happening a lot in the 70s. So they throw a sitcom out there and say, hey, it's okay, it's cool, kids. See, it's cool if you're with mom. Mom's adventurous. A lot of shit happens with mom. Watch Alice. There's a lot of great memories there and a lot of great lessons in life. I'll tell you that. Every single show from the 70s had lessons in life in them, no matter what the show was. Didn't matter what the show was. Look at the theme, the Beretta, right in the line. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Telling you right there in the opening. Freed misses outside. That's 1-0 to Dubon. Mauricio Dubois. Oh, ain't that cute? Oh, Mauricio Dubois. How are you, Mr. Dubois? Have a strike, Mr. Dubois. Dubois. 1-1 to Mr. Mauricio Dubois. Hello. Yeah. Oh, he's got a frog hanging out of his back pocket. Bounces this one. Weekly, third base. Foul. 1-2. All right, let's check up on Fried. Fried is, here we are in the bottom of the third. No out, nobody on. 1-2 counted. The eighth place hitter Dubois. And Fried is about to throw his 25th pitch. And he throws that one all the way back to where it says Chevy Drives, Texas. Well, right over the E. And the lady just covered her face as the ball was sailing towards her. Not trusting the netting, I guess. She's covering her face. He fouls another one to third base. Dubois. Fouling balls off. Dubois. I do not like doing the French. I do not like the French. The French suck. So Dubois. 2-2. The sweeper is just sailing wherever it wants to sweep to. Everywhere but near the strike zone. Fried might want to scrap that one because that one almost hit the lady again in back of the netting. Wells snagging it. Kind of surprised Wells still in this game. He was jawing pretty heavily with the umpire after he struck out. Boom with his big I mean, Wells is out there arguing with the not arguing with the umpire, but he has something to say, and he crossed right in his face. I mean, they showed it on the replay. Then they shot Boone, showed what he was doing in the dugout, and this is what they see. That's Boone, protecting his players. Meanwhile, the payoff pitch to Dubois. Once again, Yankee pitching, having problems with 7, 8, 9. Fried got 7, but he couldn't get 8. He walks him. So Fried walks another one. Second walk. 9th place hitter. Salazar. That hit him. So that was the 30th pitch. And that's, since I've been watching in this inning, that's the 4th pitch, maybe the 5th pitch. That just took off and never did anything. And he hits this one. He hits Salazar right above the 8 and the R in his name. So all those pitches going up and out that way. That time there was a lefty in the way. He would have taken the lefty's head off of the other one and went all the way to the backstop. And a bunt. Fried goes to third. Smart play by Fried. Gets the lead runner at third. Calabrero covering. Fried, like a cat. Look, I'm going to tell you something. There's something going on down there in Atlanta Brave land. Because I will say one thing about their pitchers. No matter where they are, and they take it with them when they leave, these guys can field their position. And being able to field pitching, man, is that a major plus. And Fried getting off the mound like a cat, no hesitation, fired a fastball to Calabrero, getting the lead runner, the force out. So we got first and second now with 1 out. Correa, the batter. Correa, this one sails inside and low. 1-0 to Correa. First and second, 1 out. 2-0 Yanks. Bottom of the third. Fried about to throw pitch number 33. So Volpe's been tested so far. He's withstanding up so far defensively. Pretty damn good. One throw kind of sailed on him. The other ball ate him up. Could have been a double play. Still got the out. 1-1 now to Correa. 1-1, 1 out, 2 on, bottom 3, 2-0 Yanks. He fouls this one to the right side. It's going to make the crowd. Hits off of the netting. So Jazz, with his 27th homer, is also his 500th career hit. So congratulations to Jazz, doing it the cool way. It's 6 o'clock on the top of the hour, 6 o'clock. It just struck 6:01 here in Berkeley, California at 81 degrees at 6:01 in Berkeley, California. Anthony Volpe up with it. He takes the easy way, the second. The replay ground ball to Goldie. Goldie just getting the lead, the runner from first going to second. Freed like a cat covering, halfway there, putting his hands up, waving, no, 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 no. Good heads-up play by Freed, knowing what he's doing. So we'll have runners on the corners and 2 out now. And Altuve, 0 for 1, flied out in the first. This guy's got 6 homers on the first swing versus the Yankees in his career. First swing. That's Reggie Jackson shit. That's shit you talk about when you talk Reggie Jackson. This guy sailed 6 pitches out of the ballpark, being the first pitch that he's seen in the game versus the Yankees in his career. That, my friends, is a Yankee killer. Right now, it's 2 out, runners on the corners, bottom 3. 2-0 Yankees. Altuve 0 for 1. Right now, the count is 1-1, 2 out. 2 on, 2-0 to score, bottom 3. Freed with the pitch. That gets away and sails out of the strike zone. We'll go 2-1 on Altuve. It's got Wells working. Just showing what I just said. They showed Altuve leading off the game against Freed. First pitch out of the ballpark, left field. Right now, 2-1. He hits this one right to Volpe. Volpe goes the easy way to Jazz. Underhands it. Threat goes by the board. Astros leave 2. One of them in scoring position. Yanks hold on to the lead. 2-4-0 for the Yanks. Zeros across the board for the Astros. That's your box score. And we're going to the top 4. 2-0. And we'll be right back. We'll be right back after this message.
You know, a lot of people think Billy and I argue all the time. Actually, we agree on just about everything. Right, Bill?
Yeah, you betcha, George.
We even drink the same beer.
Light beer from Miller. Light's got 1/3 less calories than the regular beer, and it's less filling.
And the best thing is it tastes so great.
No, George, the best thing is less filling.
No, Bill, it tastes great.
Less filling, George.
Billy, it tastes great.
Less filling, George.
Billy?
Yeah, George.
You're fired.
Oh, not again.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
All right, there you go. Great George Steinbrenner and Billy getting together for a commercial. I got a clip, but it's on my phone. I got to get it on the computer so I can play it on here. It's actually it's two insane clips of George Steinbrenner on David Letterman. We're going to have Letterman and Steinbrenner, and then we're going to have Letterman, Steinbrenner, and Billy. I just got to do all kinds of editing shit. So, just realized I got about a 20-second delay on the YouTube side and maybe 10 to 15 seconds on the Rumble side, so I apologize. But I guess everybody's used to that anyway, right? With delays, I'll work on it. I have a little free time on my hands and try to figure this shit out. What I need is somebody that knows. I just need somebody that knows computers, Apple mainly, because there's shit I can do here, but I just can't figure everything out, and I need help. So if you could help us, go into the descriptions, Cash App, PayPal, buy us a cup of coffee so we got something to buy the guy that comes over and helps us out. We appreciate it. All the other sponsors are in there too. No. And and like we said, Boone took over 17, 18? whatever it was. So he's been here more than enough to get his championship. We all know what happened with Girardi. After he won the World Series in '09, Girardi, and they started that bullshit to get him out of town. That was bad shit, bro. That was not cool. And Girardi hasn't thought about that, hasn't forgotten that. But let me tell you something. You got Girardi in the booth. All he has to do is go downstairs and put on a Yankee. He can easily transfer from announcer to manager overnight. Trent Grisham is up. He's batting fifth tonight. He's 1-for-1 with a single. Valdez with the 1-0. 2-0 now to Grisham, who's been pretty hot at the at-bat. Hitting home runs and walking, getting some clutch defense. So Grisham definitely increasing his value for the end of the year. But you're right, Lockport, without a doubt. If George was alive, there's a lot of shit that wouldn't be happening. I can tell you that. This one hit pretty deep to right center. Center fielder coming over. He's about 4 or 5 feet shy of the warning track, puts it away. Grisham flies out to deep right center. Valdez up to pitch 51. He has 1 out, nobody on. He's giving up 2. The 2-run homer to Jazz. 1 out, nobody on, top 4, 2-0 Yanks, and Anthony Volpe will step in. He's 0-for-1 with a, guess what, a strikeout. Can you believe that Volpe struck out? Fucking insane. And guess what? I turn and tell you that he's already in the hole 0-1. Mr. 0-1 is 0-1. Why don't we let's get the Anthony Volpe guest. We'll get the Anthony Volpe guest announcer in. Come on in. Thank you. Volpe in the hole. 0-2. Volpe striking it out last time. Now it's 0-2. Valdez to Volpe. Outside. Ball 1. 1-2 to Volpe. 1 out. Top 4. 2-0 Yanks. Valdez is ready. The pitch. 58 feet. Bounce. 2-2 to Volpe. Scanning the Yankees dugout. They look disgruntled. Volpe with the 2-2. The pitch. Bounce. Foul. Volpe batting 209 or 208. The 2-2. Outside, full count to Volpe. So Volpe works the count full. Valdez bounced up the middle, second baseman, throw to first. Volpe's out on the ground. Out. That's right. Volpe's hard to watch, so if that's hard to listen to, it's just as hard to watch it. So if I got to watch it, you could struggle through it. The guest announcer for Volpe. So here's Jazz. He was 2-run homer in his second, 1-for-1, 27th home run of the year, 500th career hit. So congratulations to Mr. Jazz. He's 0-1 right now. There's a 96-mile-an-hour sinker. Finds the strike zone, 1-1 to Jazz. 2 out, nobody on. 2-0 Yanks, top 4. We have ourselves a pitcher's duel, friends. Valdez finds the strike zone again, this time with an 84-mile-an-hour slider in at the knees on Jazz. 1-2. Valdez is working like he is on cocaine. Jazz fouls this one away. Count holds 1-2. Valdez is sweating like a pig and working fast. Valdez with his 63rd pitch. It's a 1-2 to Jazz. Jazz hits this one right through the hole between third and short and in the shift. So it goes into right field. 2-out base hit for the Jazz man. Trying to keep the energy up tonight. It's a Tuesday night. It's a fucking hot one here in California, my friends. We sweating balls. Jazz go with that pitch. Beautiful to left field. So Caballero will step up. He's 1 for 1. Stolen base. He gets hit on the foot. Now the umpire's saying he swung. Now that he's saying he swung. Boone sits quietly and chews gum in the dugout. Can you get out there and help a fucking one of these players? Now he's out of the game because Boone don't want to go out and protect him. Now what are you going to do? Now, thank you, Boone. A little too late now. Trying to get out of the way, and the umpire just, well, tough shit. So oh man. So we got Calabro and Boone and the umpire. So Boone's out of the dugout with his hands on his hips. He hasn't gotten bounced. Well, we look at the replay, and he goes around. Now, Boone has to go to the bench, and at the same time, he has to give the umpire the change, so he's still jawing a little bit with the umpire. We look at it. It's a strike. It's the whole point of any of this is that Boone just sat there and watched Calabrero go at it with the umpire while he was chewing gum. He's just standing in the dugout watching it. So Ryan McMahon will wind up in the game. He'll come in an 0-1 count. So it'll be lefty on lefty now. So he said something about him. I don't know. Boone got out. It was on his way out, but way too late. He just took a chance. He's walking out there. Get the fuck out there and protect your runner. I mean, your player. Whatever you want to fucking call it. Throw to first. First engagement. Engagement number 1 to first base. This home plate umpire is trying to control the game, and there's no need for it. That was a fast bounce, and it didn't look like he... The runner goes. This ball gets away from the catcher, goes all the way to the backstop. Jazz sliding in. He can't go any further. So got way past him, but Jazz head first in the second. He looked in, slides in. By the time he picks it up, the catcher's already heading back with it. Jazz with the stolen base. Heading to the 30-30 club. McMahon swings at this sinker. I think it just got a piece of the strike zone. And plus he was deked. Good job there, deking Jazz as he went by, staring at him like the throw was coming. So 1-2 to McMahon. That one's bounced 2-2 to McMahon. McMahon coming in for Calabro, who was just bounced for saying something about the umpire's eyes not being able to see what he was talking about or something to that effect. Either way, Calabro gone. And quite honestly, if Boone got the hell out there, never mind. Boone's just an idiot. Boone just is. There's nothing that man can do.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
McMahon grounds to first. First baseman takes it himself. So we'll leave Jazz at second. 2-5-0 for the Yanks. Zeros for the Astros. There's your box score. But seriously, Boone, you got to protect your player, man. And if you're going to protect your player, you got to get out there quicker than that, bro. And you can't walk out there as he's arguing. It's like you don't give a fuck. If he gets thrown out, fuck it, I'll bring in McMahon. Who cares? Volpe's in the lineup already. Boone, absolute. I don't understand anything this fucking guy does. It just, to me, it makes zero sense. And I guess it's just gonna have to be like that. You know what I mean? Because Boone's like, whatever. Oh boy. All right, we'll be right back after a quick word.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light beer from Miller. Down it, crack! I love them. These fans know I drink light because it's less filling and it tastes great. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Good seats, hey, buddy? He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
Yeah. Not like the uke. So, crazy inning there. Crazy top of the fourth. No runs scored. Yanks still holding on to the 2-0 lead on the Jazz 2-run bomb into second. And like I said, we got a pitcher's duel. Valdez and Fried are hooking up. Fried got 2 walks. Valdez is just striking out everything in sight. So now Boone is out there with the second base umpire. And he goes back to the home plate umpire. So we don't know what was said. All we know is, here we go. So obviously McMahon staying in at third. He'll play the rest of the game for Calabro being out. And Fried misses with the first pitch, 1-0. Fried with the pitch gets over. 1-1. Cleanup hitter for the Astros, Christian Walker. 0-1. We're in the bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Yanks. Fried with pitch number 42. Right to McMahon. Hard, long throw across the diamond gets him. 1 out. Turned his chin away from that as it came up on the hop. So that'll bring up Diaz, 0-1. Ground out in the second. Fried sitting at 42 pitches, bottom of the fourth, 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Fried with the pitch. Yeah, this umpire boy, I've never seen the hand go up, so I thought it was a ball. It is not a ball. It is a strike. So Fried this one way inside, 1-1 now. Fried misses outside, 2-1 to Diaz. Fried working very efficiently, 45 pitches in 4 innings. Well, 3 in the third, actually. That's fouled into the crowd. Souvenir time. Oh, Lockport, man. That's right. I forgot you're on Rumble. Thank you for hopping over to Rumble. Wherever you are, dude. This one grounded to third. McMahon up with it. Another long throw. Just got him. Diaz with a little bit of speed. Play was close. McMahon getting the ball over there, though. Now, bring up Uranus. Roman Uranus. 0 for 1. 2 out. Bottom 4. 2-0 Yanks. I'm just not used to getting people in the live chat on the Rumble side. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you for hopping over there. Hitting the like and all that. I appreciate that. Fried with a strike to Uris. Evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1. Strike 2. 1-2 to Urias. 2 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the 4. 2-0. They have lost the strike zone box. The strike zone box they put up before every pitch, that's gone. So I'm literally relying on this umpire. Fried. Doesn't matter. He swung and missed at that one up by his eyeballs, and that'll do it. Astros go down. Fried cruising along. Under 50 pitches going into the top of the 5th. 2-5-0. Zeros across the board for the Astros. Here we go. We got ourselves a baseball game here, folks. About time. I love games like this. Let's just hope we could hold on to this and do the right things, make all the right moves. Well, boom. Oh, my God. Never mind. Anyway, hey, anybody in the mood for pizza? I'm really in the mood for pizza. East Coast pizza, Jersey pizza, New York City pizza. I want pizza.
I am master of ancient art of karate, kung fu, and the Chinese checker. But the one about the socializing... I always reach for a cold Miller Light. Light tastes great. Lightless filling, too. Hey, anybody want the pepperoni?
Ancient proverb. Only one light beer. Miller Lite.
I will take a slice of that pepperoni. That look good. Excuse me. So what we got here, my friends, is a pitcher's duel. We got Fried locking horns with Valdez. Valdez struggling a little bit, but getting through and past everything, shutting the Yankees down. I believe they left at least 3 runners in scoring position so far tonight. Not too sure. Check me on it. Let me know in the comments. Excuse me. I think they got 3. Either way, here we go. I don't know how many strikeouts Fried's got. It seems that they having some difficulties graphic-wise because the pitch count has been wrong. Man. We got it tonight. And another thing with this broadcast tonight, this may not sound like a big deal, but for me, it is, because I watch the game as I'm calling it. Tonight, the camera is on the opposite side of the mound. It's on the first base side of the mound. Usually, we're on the third base side of the mound. So the camera behind the pitcher is actually on the first base side. Seeing a little bit more, but it is a different angle. It's really strange to describe, but if you're watching the game, if you didn't notice, take notice. You could see the pitch a little bit better from the first base side, especially with the lefties pitching. Makes sense, but right now it's 0-2 to Wells, who's 0 for 1. He had a disagreement with the umpire before. Boone was nowhere to be found, and Wells was arguing a strike. So on 3 pitches, Wells goes down. Wells goes down, striking out again for the second time. This time he goes down looking.
He's looking at you, kid.
So Wells gone down looking. I believe that's 8 strikeouts for Valdez, and we're through 4 1/3. I think that's what it is. It's either 7 or 8 strikeouts for Valdez. So like I said, even though he gave up the 2-run bomb to Jazz in the second, he is still pitching. Right now he's up against Goldschmidt, who's 0 for 2. 1 out, 1-0 to Goldie. Valdez pitched 73, misses. 2-0 to Goldie. That's the only difference. Breed has gotten, to this point, almost 30-something pitches less than Valdez. So the 2-0 to Goldie, as Valdez might be wearing down a little bit. He misses low with a changeup at 90. 3-0 to Goldie. I don't think he throws him anything right here. I mean, why mess around with Goldie? I mean, they say he's a lefty assassin. So far, he is 0 for 5 against the last 2 lefties he's seen. He is 0 for 2 tonight. He went 0 for 3 Sunday against the lefty from the White Sox. They brought in a righty, and then he went another 0 for 2. So he was 0 for 5 Sunday. He is 0 for 2 here, so he was 0 for 7. And out of the 0 for 7, he is 0 for 5 versus the lefty, which he crushes. And now he has worked the count full. So here's a payoff pitch. Check swing. They're going to check and see if he swung. No. So Goldie draws the walk. So he breaks the streak. He gets on against a lefty. So with 1 out, Goldie will be at first. We'll keep an eye on him. That'll bring up Bellinger, who's 0 for 2 and struggling at the plate. Like he almost can't see the ball anymore. Well, there you go. Talk shit. He launches this one into right field, right in front of the right fielder. Goldie can only go as far as second, so it's a base hit. 1 out, base hit. That gives the Yankees runners at first and second. And 1 out in the top of the 5th of a 2-0 ball game. That'll bring up Aaron Judge, who singled in the first. He is 1 for 2. So the captain is up with 2 on, 1 out. Valdez, he'll be throwing the 79th pitch, and it'll be to Judge. The pitch misses way low and inside, 1-0 to Judge. The 1-0 with 1 out and 2 on. To the captain. Misses again low. 91 on a changeup. 2-0 to Judge. Last night, the other night, what was it, Sunday, he tied Yogi Berra, 358. Joe D is next, 3 away at 361. Judge climbing the ladder right now. Hits this one the opposite way. It finds the gap between second and first. That'll just give Goldie to third. So with the slow base runner, no run with 2 hits being in this inning so far. The walk, single. Goldie still can't go any further than third on the base hit. Hit good the other way, but softly, not able to score anybody. So the bases are juiced with 1 out. And that'll bring up Stanton, who popped out and struck out. He's cooled off a little bit. His cape might still be in the cleaners. We can't expect this guy to be King Kong every day, folks. He'll be there when we need it, trust me. Right now, bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the 5th, 2-0 Yanks on a Jazz 2-run homer. The meeting at the mound is now over. What do you tell him? What do you say? Hey, be careful to this guy. Yeah, no shit. Be careful to the guy. Don't give him anything good. Whoa, low and out of the strike zone, down below Stanton's knees, out of the strike zone. And this umpire says strike. 0-1 to Stanton. Horrible call. So Lockport reporting in that the Giants and Rockies, now they're saying on a check swing, they appeal the first, and they say, yeah, he swung. So it's 0-2. Let's see if he swung. I'm going to say no. I say no. David Cohn says yes, so I'll listen to David Cohn. All right, 0-2, big deal. All right, here we go. Bases loaded, 1 out for Stanton. He's in the hole, 0-2. Valdez, pitch 84. Stanton hammers this one foul, stays alive, 0-2. 2-0 Yanks, top 5. Bases juiced. So Devers smashes a home run, stares the Rockies pitcher down because they're in such a tight battle for wherever either team is going. Were they battling for 500? Which leads to a massive brawl, which Lockport is reporting. Thank you, Mr. Lockport, for reporting that. And that's in Colorado, no less. You figure everybody there was stoned. Why would they be fighting? The crowd's probably not. Crowd's probably just sitting around, man, chewing and watching it. Seeing what's going on, eating some gummies. Right now, Stanton's 1-2. Here it comes. Way outside, 2-2. So Stanton works it back even, the 2-2. Good at bat by Stanton. Laying off 2 bad pitches by Valdez. Maybe trying to get Stanton to chase a little bit. Looks like it's pretty hot there, and he's working. Top of the 5th. This is his 87th pitch. The 2-2 to Stanton. Strike 3, right at the top of the zone. Froze Stanton solid. He just waited to get banged out. Umpire again delayed, but that was definitely strike 3. So Stanton goes down looking.
He's looking at you, kid.
92-mile-an-hour changeup right there at the top of the zone. Stanton frozen solid. So 2 out now. And here's Mr. Grand Slam, Trent Grisham, who's 1 for 2. Here he is with the bases loaded. Misses inside, ball 1 to Grisham. These are the opportunities that you got to score. Somehow, some way, man, the Yankees have got to score at least one. One of these guys has to score right here, man. It is so pivotal to score right here with 2 outs. Just for the confidence builder that you could do it against a good Grisham lifts this one towards left field, going back on it. Grisham, Mr. Grand Slam himself. Grisham goes deep and busts the game open. 4 for the Grisham man. He goes deep. 29th of the year, 358 feet, 99 miles an hour. He crosses home plate and puts 4 on the board. For the Yankees, grand slam. For Trent, 1975 porno mustache, Grisham. Hey, that's a grand slam. Grisham. Well, you talk about calling it, folks. I guess I kind of called that in a way. I said, here comes Mr. Grand Slam himself. And he grand slams it off of Valdez the opposite way. His swing, he didn't even like follow through. This one off the catcher's knee. It's a strike. What a great swing and a great view from the umpire's helmet. This from the left-hand batter's box as we watch this. His swing, literally, his swing stops like at the shoulder. Brings the bat to about here, and that's the end of it. It looks like he's trying to cut down he's like taking the first swing with an axe and taking a tree down. It's weird, but this one going all the way back over that wall thing out there in left field. And he rocks it, does the damage. And just before all that happened, I was just saying, you got to capitalize on this. You got to do something here. You got to. And God damn, the Grisham man goes yardy, yard. We'll be talking about that grand slam for a while, folks. That grand slam we'll be talking about for a while. Because that definitely puts Valdez to sleep. So now the Yankees realize they can get to these guys and they can play with them now. Still looks like a whole nother Yankee team. Volpe drills this one down the left field line, curves foul, a little bit short of the little wall out there, the little, I don't know, little green creature or green troll. What do they call that thing out there? Yeah, Lockport. How about that, bro? How about that, man? Volpe grounds this one to third, right on the line. Third baseman crosses his body all the way across the diamond. Man, that was a hell of a play by the third baseman there. Robbing Volpe of a base hit. But, look the fuck out for Grisham, who's had, in 2 swings, in just a few days, has 2 homers and 8 RBIs. Because that's what happens when you hit 2 grand slams. In less than a week. That's insanity. But you know what? That's baseball. And here we go, folks. So the pitcher's duel on one end is gone. Let's see if Free can keep up with it and hang in there. Hey, is it hot where you're at? Is it balmy where you're at? It's 6:38 here in Berkeley, California, and it's 78 degrees. It's pretty warm.
Beat the heat! Beat the heat with a fan or air conditioner from Crazy Eddie. Get the guaranteed lowest sale prices anywhere on electric fans and air conditioners. It's going to be a long, hot summer, and the prices of electric fans and air conditioners are going to go up with the temperature. So get an electric fan or air conditioner on sale from Crazy Eddie now. Shop around. Get the lowest sale prices you can find. Then go to Crazy Eddie and he'll beat them. So be cool and beat the heat. See Crazy Eddie now. His prices are insane.
His prices are in. I gotta get more Crazy Eddie commercials. We knew that guy. Hey, Lockport, that dude right there. That dude you're seeing right there in that commercial. We knew him as a kid when we were growing up. There was 2 liquor stores that we can get served at when we were 17 and 18. But you gotta remember, excuse me. You gotta remember in Jersey at this time, the drinking age was still 19. So 17, 18. Kind of could slide by without an ID sometimes, but we had 2. Anyway, one of them was in Elbron on the main drag there, and that dude used to go in there, right? And because he lived there, he had a big, nice house. This guy got paid pretty well. He was I'll get more, and you'll see what I mean. Absolute legend, and he used to do that in the liquor store when we would walk in and stuff. He he'd have like a case of Budweiser and he'd put it in front of the guy and the guy would come over and he'd be like, "It is so hot outside, I need to clench my," and he'd just bust into it. We'd be laughing our asses off. Great guy. Sometimes he even leave a 20 on the counter as he walked out, paying for us, because, I don't know, it's just different times. So Grisham busts the game open in the top of the fifth with a grand slam. 2-out grand slam, by the way. That was a 2-out grand slam. Fried out there. He's throwing pitch 53. It'll miss just low, so it'll be 2-0 to Smith, the 7th place hitter, who's 0 for 1. So we're going to start. This is that portion of the game where I was talking earlier, and I keep saying it in a lot of broadcasts, a lot of weeks back. 7, 8, and 9. No matter who's pitching for the Yankees, bullpen, starter, doesn't matter. 7, 8, 9 has been a heat cup and has been causing some issues here and there. So right now, here he is going through it for the second time. And right now, Smith, he's got him 2-2. As another ball misses outside the strike zone, but the umpire is calling it consistently outside there, right there. He's just widening the strike zone at about the knee to the bottom of the belt, basically the thigh area. Hit the other way, gets by Jazz into right field. Bellinger up with it. So there's the first hit given up by Max Fried. So the no-hitter goes 4. So he took the no-hitter into the 5th. We wouldn't have talked about it. We wouldn't have talked about it for a minute, I'll tell you that. We would have let that one go by. That's why I wasn't saying anything. That's why I was just saying zeros. That one's fouled at the plate at the dirt. 0-1, got a piece of Wells. Dubois walked. So there you go, folks. Like I was saying, 7, 8, and 9. It doesn't matter what team it is. Like I said, it just doesn't matter. So you could throw all that out. Throw all that out. Doesn't matter the team. Doesn't matter home or away. Doesn't matter who's pitching for the Yankees. Doesn't matter early, first 3 innings, 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8, 9. Doesn't matter. 7, 8, 9 batters have been causing problems. So right there you got Dubois, who walked, and he is 1-1 now to Fried with the 7th place hitter at first. So Fried giving up his first hit. Misses low. 2-1 to Dubois. Changeup misses. 84. He's been cruising. This is not the time to start getting cute. Pitch number 60. It's a 2-1 to Dubois. Misses inside. 3-1 to Dubois. Fried, no stranger to the walk tonight. He's already walked 2. Walked 2 and given up a hit. In danger of walking the 8th place hitter. There we go. Now we got a strike over. Now we're full. So we'll have a payoff to Dubois. Keep an eye on the runner at first. See if the Astros put the man in motion here. Dubois says timeout. He bounces out. So the guy, Valdez, who gives up 0.49 in the home run rate. Swing and a miss on the full count to Dubois. So there, he takes care of the 8th place hitter. Now he'll have to deal with the 9th place hitter who he hit earlier. It was in the 3rd inning. So we got 1 for 2, 0 for 1 with a walk, and a hit by pitch. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Grounded right to Goldie. He can't come up with it, but it's foul ball. It was right on the line. Yeah, he was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. So this is Fried's 2nd time seeing him. Gets a strike by him. Although he hit it like a rocket down the line, but foul. So 1 out, 1 on. The 0-1. Swing and a miss over top of a curveball. Quickly 0-2 to Salazar. Freed still not too bad. This will be pitch 65. And that'll come with a man on in the bottom of the fifth. The 0-2 count, 1 out, 6-0 Yanks. Grisham and Jazz. That's how it was way outside, so we'll go 1-2 now to Salazar. So we're looking at Jazz and the Grisham man with the 6. So Grish 4, Jazz 2, Yanks 6, Astros nothing. The 1-2 bounces at the plate. Stays 1-2, 1 out, 1 on. So this will make it a little bit easier for Boone to make a decision if he does go to the bullpen. See how Freed does in this inning and the next inning. He is still economically there to, theoretically, pitch the 8th. And he waves at that one, and he forgot to hit it. Strike out. Swinging. So Freed picking up back-to-back strikeouts here after giving up the first hit. So that time he takes care of 8 and 9, who are now 0 for 1 with a walk and 0 for 1 hit by pitch. So they flip the order. Here's Jeremy Pena. He swings and misses at a changeup, 85, right at the belt outside. 0-1 to Pena, who's 0 for 1. He walked in the first. Freed led off the game with a walk at the leadoff, so it's been a minute since he has walked somebody. 97 finds the strike zone immediately ahead of Pena, 0-2. Bottom 5, 6-zip. Yanks over the Astros in Houston. Freed, this will be his 70th pitch. It'll be an 0-2 with 2 out and 1 on. Bottom 5. Freed with the pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side. 5th strikeout for Freed. 3 of them coming in this inning. He strikes out 3 to get out of the 5th of a 6-0 game. We're going to the top of 6. Freed is humming.
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
Scott started reeling off these great shows, one right after another.
And A-Rod exhibits inordinate aptitude in spheroidal aviation.
Turns out he was using performance enhancers.
I fear that your inquisition will prove fruitless.
You mind telling us what this is?
I don't even know what that is or how you use it.
It looks like a thesaurus.
Unhandy rapscallion!
We got to win back a lot of trust. A lot of trust.
Yeah, it's funny, but like ESPN used to be fun. ESPN was fun at one point. It really was. It was a joy. ESPN was an absolute joy. When I first started watching ESPN, dude, they had monster trucks, lumberjack competitions. Rodeo. Wrestling from Atlantic City or the Showboat Resort in Memphis, and every now and then they throw in like it was weird. It was really strange, and then they got into NASCAR. They started covering NASCAR pretty well, and then baseball, then football, and then blah 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 blah. But in all honesty, back in the day, I thought, this is just my opinion, they covered NASCAR like nobody's business. To this day, nobody covers NASCAR the way that ESPN did in the 90s. Still to this day. I'm sorry, hands down, man. And they were playing, if the 90s guys, Cameron and all them guys had this technology today, my God, I can't imagine what we would have. But anyway, aside from NASCAR, the best thing that ESPN covered was hockey. I loved ESPN and Hockey Night and all that. They covered hockey like nobody's business. They were better than the NHL covering the NHL. ESPN was badass, and they had a lot of great games, regular season games, and then when they covered playoffs and Stanley Cups, ESPN used to cover sports like professionals. Now it's just a fucking money grab. Now they're with WWE. It's all money grab. It's all apps and all this shit. Delos Santos. Hey, I remember this guy. He used to be with us until they got rid of him in the trade. But so he is 2-0 to Jazz, who's 2 for 2. 2-run homer, a single, stolen base. Again, for those of you just tuning in, that was Jazz's 27th home run of the year. Also his 500th career hit. So he is 1,500 behind the 2000 club. I have to look at his stats and see if I can calculate it. New York Rangers. Let's go Rangers. Let's go Rangers. Love me some Rangers. Well, we don't do score watching here on the third floor. We don't like to do it. But Toronto won 12-9. That's a final. Two to count. The Jazz. Delos Santos, the ex-Yankee. He gets Jazz swinging. Four-seamer, 97, throwing the heat. Gets the strikeout. So the Red Sox, I guess they won too because they're ahead of us by half a game right now. But I don't give a shit. We got a game to win here. So McMahon steps in for the second time. He was 0 for 1. He came in for Calabaros, who got bounced the first pitch by the umpire. Boone not protecting him. The 1-0 to McMahon with 1 out, top 6. McMahon swings over an 88-mile-an-hour slider. 1-1. McMahon already flashing the leather. Made 3 tough plays at first with long, hard throws. Some pretty swift runners. So maybe it's a blessing Calabro got blasted out of there in that particular time, because when you come into the game like that, the ball finds you and he responds. Good thing he's got the glove. So 6-0 the Yanks. We're in the top of the 6th. Delos Santos with pitch number 9 of the relief. It'll be a 1-2 with 1 out and nobody on. Delos Santos with the 1-2. It's 2-2. A 2-2 from the Delos Santos. Delos Santos is 2-2. Sorry. Shit, I'm smoking tonight. It's pretty fucking good. Yeah. Rangers. Fouled back into the glove of the catcher. Strikeout for McMahon swinging. So he goes down swinging with a foul tip back into the catcher's glove. 2 out. I tell you, you know who I have a soft spot for, though, in hockey? This will probably surprise you. But my soft spot is the Ottawa Senators. I like some Ottawa Senators hockey. I like it. I dig. That's, I guess, if you want to say that's my Canadian team, in a way. But, you know, when they came in, I kind of like them. Just, you know, soft. But, nah, I can't stand the Bruins, can't stand the Islanders. I'll root for the Devils because I'm from Jersey. But I was in Jersey before the Devils. I was already a Ranger fan. So Devils just had to go on the back burner. But I'll tell you what, if anybody ever wanted to learn how to play hockey, you watch that playoff All 7 games of the Rangers and Devils that year, and the Rangers went on and beat Vancouver in 7 games. You watched those 14 games of hockey, and you just wrote the textbook for everything. Wells works the count 3-0. Now he's 3-1. So Wells is 0 for 2. 3-1 from De Los Santos to his old battery mate. He swings and misses and brings it a full count. So Wells, who was 3-0, is now full to his old battery mate, De Los Santos. So De Los Santos will have a payoff pitch. It'll be his 16th pitch. It'll come with a full count to Wells. 2 out, nobody on, top 6, 6-0 Yanks, the payoff. Wells hits a rocket to the left, right field. It is gone. Wells hits 1 out. What are they doing? What? That was out. I'm in the middle of a home run call. That was gone. Where'd that hit? Right at the top of the yellow. The guy missed it with the hat. It hit the top of the yellow. That's gone. That's a home run. Where? What are we reviewing? Oh, they're just trying to make sure. Yeah, it's a double. The guy, I thought they were trying to see if this guy's hat. This guy tried to catch it with his hat and missed it. And Wells just got just a touch more under it. Just a little bit more power. It would have been out. We're talking like 6 inches from going out. Maybe if he didn't take a shit before the game. Runner stays at second base. No fan interference. It wasn't a home run. All's good. Wells gets a 2-out double. And the big fat guy who missed it with his hat is sitting there hearing it from the crowd. So that'll bring up Goldschmidt, who's 0 for 2 against the lefty. Now there's a righty in there. Hey, how about a pinch hit? It's 6-0. Hits it hard to right field, and Smith makes a pretty decent play running it down for the 3rd out. So Goldie, 0 for 3 tonight. 0 for 2 against the lefty, so that's 0 for 9. I'm losing track. I don't know why. Good pinch hit for him, guy. Pinch hit for him. Jeez, I mean, what are we fucking doing here? It's 6-0. It's the 6th inning. Bring Rice into the game. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to reboot. And we'll be right back. Yeah, that Devils Rangers series was definitely, like you said, infamous. I don't think it was until the Avalanche hooked up against, I think it was the Stars in 2000. I'm not too sure. I have to think about that one. But in the meantime, we'll be right back.
Deacon's my name, and bowling's my game.
Gutter ball, gutter ball!
All right, Deacon.
How are you gonna score there?
Come on, 3 strikes and you're out.
We just won another round of light beer from Miller.
Yeah, light sure tastes great.
Let's fill it! Tastes great! Hold it! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! There it is, down there. Take your time.
8 ball in the pocket.
Bubba, this ball doesn't have any holes in it. Yeah, it does.
The score's all even.
Last frame, who's up?
Rodney.
Rodney!
It's gotta be a mistake.
Hey, you kidding? It's a piece of cake.
All we need is one pin, Rodney.
Like beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
I didn't get my turn yet. I'm gonna break this tie.
I'm going to break this tie. The great John Madden, the great Rodney Dangerfield, the great Bubba Smith, the great... Holy shit, the list just goes on and on and on and on in that one. Hey, 3 strikes, you're out. Billy. Billy was famous for those commercials, man. There's a couple other good ones I got to find. But absolute classic. Hey, that's what we do, folks. We don't bring your normal play-by-play. We try to liven it up with different things, different kinds of nostalgia, different clips and stuff like that. Meanwhile, Cora lines this one into left field for a base hit to lead off the bottom of the 7th. So he jumps on the first pitch, sends it over Stanton's head off the wall right to Stanton. And Stan gets it in quick. Look, again, a lot of people are not talking about Stanton's arm. I mean, if he can get to it, he has an arm, man. It's one thing he's got out there is an arm. He ain't got no legs. He might need an Uber. But if he gets to it, look out. Now I see why they played him in left field, because of the wall to help him out. But right now, Fried is... We're in the bottom of the 6th. We got a runner on. That's only the second hit for the Astros. Altuve is up. He takes a ball, so he's ahead 1-0. He is 0-2 tonight with a fly out and a fielder's choice. The 1-0 to Altuve. 97 misses by about 6-7 inches outside the strike zone. Umpire says strike 1, 1-1. This umpire, I mean, we're talking like probably the width of the microphone outside. I'll take it. I don't give a fuck. It's Altuve, by the way. Fried throws that sweeper. It almost got away again. Came back in, though, this time. But outside the strike zone, 2-1 to Altuve. So wherever you're watching from, YouTube, Rumble, X, please hit the like, please hit the follow, leave a comment, get in the live chat. Share us out, get in the comment. Avalanche Red Wings, that's the one. That's the one, bro. Didn't this I forget who the Stars played. The Stars had a tough series too. I think they played the Blues. But no, that's it. The Avalanche and Red Wings. That was an absolute, probably the hardest hitting series I've ever seen. Meanwhile, ground ball to Goldie. He hurries over to first to get there before Altuve. Runner advances to second with 1 out. Goldie playing even with the bag, smothered it, but he was a little bit of a distance away from the bag. He dives, smothers it on the grass, and it had a hustle to beat Altuve. And he just got there before Altuve. You know, this guy doesn't look good. Goldie does not look healthy. I'm sorry, he doesn't look healthy. He looks hurt, injured, beat up, something. So Christian Walker, 0-for-2, strikeout and a ground out. He'll come up with a runner at second, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. 6-0 Yankees. Fried, 76 pitches into this gem. 2-hitter and 3 walks. No runs for the guy. So he is definitely back. Not to perfection, but he is definitely back to shutdownville. Let's see. He cruises through this one. There's a good possibility he comes back for the 7th. Let's see if he can get through this without giving up a run. So it'll be Fried against Walker. 0-for-2. Runner off second. Fried with pitch number 77. Sweeper misses inside. Check swing. Peel to first. Nah. 1-0. A lot of appeals tonight. It's like being in court. A lot of appeals. They can't all be good, folks. 1-0, 1 out and 1 on. He launches this one to center. Grisham coming on. It falls in front of him. He'll fire it in. Runner held at third. So with that, soft hit. Runner at second not being able to score. I want to see this again. Short lead off second. He watches. He got a late jump. That's why he didn't score. He kept watching it. I mean, he literally stopped, watched it, and then took off. By then, forget about it. Grisham had it in. So the Yankees catching a break there. So runners on the corners are 1 out. Fried needs a ground ball, get double play to get out of this. That would be beautiful. Diaz is the batter who's 0 for 2. He swings through a 94-mile-an-hour cutter in the hole, 0-1. He has 2 ground outs tonight. The 0-1. Foul into the crowd. Souvenir. Tonight, 5 strikeouts, 1 flyout, 10 groundouts. Does he need a ground ball ever here? He gets the ground ball to McMahon. To second. To first. It's bounced late. Chisholm with not a good throw to Goldie. Good play. Solid play by McMahon. Got the ball to second. Right at the gut of Jazz. When he turned, he got pretty much taken out. And the ball got halfway to first before it bounced to Goldie. Late of the getting the runner. Almost got the double play. 2 out. 1 in. 1 on. And that'll bring up the 6th place hitter, Uris, who swings and misses at a changeup down and in the dirt. So Fried almost got out of it. So 1 run through 5 2/3, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. Same pitch, bounces it. This time he doesn't bite. Wells has to hop around like a frog, keep the ball in front of him, and keep the runner at first. So the count is 1-1 to Uris. 6-1 Yanks, bottom 6. Hey, that means one thing, folks. We're that much closer to the 7th inning stretch clip. And tonight, for a Tuesday night, there's a strike. Sweeper finally finds the strike zone at 83, low, and into strike zone. 1-2, 2 out, 1 on, 1 in. 13, 8, 18, 12, 19, 14. That's your pitches. That adds up to 84. Here comes number 85. And it'll be a 1-2 with 2 out. And that'll be bounced third base foul. Count will hold 1-2, 2 out, 1 on, 1 in. 6-1 Yanks, bottom 6, 7th inning stretch clip coming up in an inning and a third. And I think tonight's 7th inning stretch clip will sum up a lot of things. I'll just leave it at that. Meanwhile, Uris pops this one a mile high to right field. Bellinger waiting for it. He makes the catch, puts it away. So the Astros do get a run in the bottom of the 6th. So they're on the board. 3-9-0, 1-3-0. There's your line score. Yanks up 6-1. We're going to top of the 7th. Up, you know what? Top 7. Why not? We were talking about him earlier. And we all love this guy. So why not? Let's check it out.
The catcher, number 7, Joe Girardi.
He did everything within his power to bring the best for the team.
The Yankees are champions of baseball.
Joe was the most intelligent catcher I ever worked with.
Cody is embracing Girardi.
Playing Major League Baseball, it was the first part of the dream coming true. And to be able to manage, how lucky am I? How fortunate am I?
The Yankees are back on top. The New York Yankees have survived.
The
great moment in Yankee history.
Right in the center of all that, Joe Girardi.
I love me some Joe Girardi, man. Listening to him call a game, or having him in the booth and everything, it's like listening to an audible, a baseball encyclopedia audiobook. Try to get that one out. Jesus. Yeah, that's what it's like when he's just so fucking intelligent. And the most of it is it's just Hal being a jerk off. Just Hal being a jerk off. That's all it was. Because man, the legacy that he brought with. Think about this. This guy, when he was playing, would sit in between, not next to, would sit in between Torrey and Zimmer, with Stoudemire on the other side. You imagine the conversations that Girardi was having with those three throughout his years with the Yankees? It unfolded. You seen what he did as a player, and then you seen what he did as a manager. And now you see whatever he touches is gold. So we're going to the top of the seventh. It's 6-1 Yanks over the Astros in the beginning of the countdown. And it starts tonight. The first of 12, a 12-game series as far as I'm concerned. See how it works out. De Los Santos still in there for the Astros. He's ahead of Bellinger, who's 1 for 3. Right now, he's in a hole 0-2. A little bit of action going on in the Yankee bullpen. Nobody throwing. Coaches are walking around. Bellinger with a single in the 5th. He reaches out and fouls this one away. And I'll tell you another thing. Here's you want the Yankee solution? Lockport, me and you're the only one listening to me. This is the easiest solution. You bring Girardi in as manager, right? Then you bring in David Cohn as your pitching coach. Then get out there and you go over to the MLB network and you knock on Harold Reynolds' door and you say, hey, you're our new batting coach. Trust me. He'll take off the suit and put on the pinstripes to become the Yankee batting coach. And Harold Reynolds knows his shit when it comes to batting. So the Yankee home run leaders, and how many games? It took Ruth 1,098. It took Judge 1,020 to get into the 300 club, I guess. There's so many fucking numbers on there, man. DeMadge, Mick, Ruth, Garrett, Yogi, Judge. Did you hear those names, folks? Wow. Judge swings and misses at a ball outside. 0-1. He's 2 for 3 tonight. So Judge is starting to hit and produce with the hits. So that's good. This one he lofts into the crowd. Souvenir. Yeah, tonight's 7th inning stretch clip, folks, is pretty bizarre, and it sums up a lot of shit. So stay tuned for tonight's 7th inning stretch clip. It's pretty deranged. But, like I say, with all the clips, you'll probably remember where you were when you first seen this scene. And you probably will never forget it. You probably forgot it, and you're glad till I showed it. That's the problem. Judge looks at this one outside. He takes the count even. 2-2 now. So, folks, 7th inning stretch clip coming up. Don't miss tonight. It's bizarre. I don't think you're going to get Donnie back in the building, man, as long as Hal's around. Judge pops this one a mile high to the first baseman. He's waiting, finally comes down. Walker puts it away for the second out of the top of the seventh. We're 1 out away from the seventh inning stretch clip. That's why I say Harold Reynolds, man. Not a lot of people. I heard a lot of names about batting coaches for the Yankees. A lot of names for the batting coach. And I happened to be in the chat. One of them, I threw Harold Reynolds out. And, man, everybody in the chat was like, oh, wow, forgot about him. Man, he'd be great. And then a lot of people, oh, you'll never get him away from MLB. Well, I'll tell you what. You put on them pinstripes, that'll get you away from MLB. You put on the pinstripes, become a coach for the Yankees, that'll get you out of the MLB building. Trust me. The Yankees coming knocking, you're packing. And I don't mean an Italian packing. Up and into Stanton, 1-1 now, who's 0 for 3. Fried, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 85 pitches. That's poised for the 7th. Stanton takes a massive rip and misses. Strike 2 to Stanton. 1 and 2 to Stanton. 2 out. Nobody on. Top 7. 6-1 Yanks. Grand slam by the Grisham man. And a 2-run bomb by the Jazzer. Stanton launches this one to center a mile high. Center fielder coming in. Puts it away. 3rd out. It's time for the 7th inning stretch clip, folks. And it's a doozy. Yeah, Mattingly's not coming back as long as Hal's in the building. We'll talk about it more. But right now, it's 7th inning stretch time. So kick back and enjoy tonight's 7th inning stretch clip brought to you by the Third Floor podcast of Yankee Baseball, live play-by-play.
If it was me dying on the sidewalk, you'd walk right over me. I pass you every day and you don't notice me. But these guys, what, because Thomas Wayne cried about them on TV?
You have a problem with Thomas Wayne, too.
Yes, I do. Have you seen what it's like out there, Murray? Do you ever actually leave the studio? Everybody just yells and screams at each other. Nobody's civil anymore. Nobody thinks what it's like to be the other guy. You think men like Thomas Wayne ever think what it's like to be someone like me? To be somebody but themselves? They don't. They think that we'll just sit there and take it like good little boys, that we won't werewolf and go wild.
You finished? I mean, there's so much self-pity, Arthur. You sound like you're making excuses for killing those young men. Not everybody, and I'll tell you this, not everyone is awful.
You're awful,
Murray. Me? I'm awful? Oh, yeah? How am I awful?
Playing my video. Inviting me on the show. You just wanted to make fun of me. You're just like the rest of them.
You don't know the first thing about me, pal. Look what happened because of what you did, what it led to. There were riots out there. 2 policemen are in critical condition. You're laughing. You're laughing. Someone was killed today because of what you did.
I know. How about another joke, Murray?
No, I think we've had enough of your jokes.
What do you get?
I don't think so.
When you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash.
Call the police,
I'll
Gene.
tell you what you get.
Call the police.
You get what you fucking deserve.
7th inning stretch clip. Dominguez goes into left field to replace Stanton, so they gave him one more swing. So Fried is still out there for the 7th. And here we go, the 7, 8, 9 batters. It'll start with Smith, who's 1 for 2. Evens the count, 1-1. 4-seamer missing outside. And Devin Williams, the righty, is up in the bullpen for the Yankees. Devin Williams is up in the bullpen for the Yankees. Just in case you didn't hear. Devin Williams warming up in the Yankee bullpen. Oh yeah, man. When I found that scene, I'm like, I'm putting that in seventh inning. I'm putting that in the seventh inning, man. That that was a movie. I don't know. I didn't even see the second one. I just heard about it, so I was like, I ain't even gonna bother. But I don't know what happened. But that particular character right there, man, Joaquin knocked that shit out of the ballpark, like Grisham did with a grand slam back in the fifth to put the Yankees up 6-0 at the time. Astros creep back with a minuscule run to get on the board at 6-1. And here we sit, bottom seven. Nobody out, nobody on. 6-1. Fried with pitch number 92. It'll be a 1-2 to Smith. Seventh place hitter. Misses 2-2. So again, a hiccup here at the seventh spot in the lineup. Yankees figure this out. It could be a long day for whoever they're playing against because he misses again. Now he's a full count to Smith, seventh place hitter, 1-for-2. So we're going to have a payoff. You want to get through this right here so you don't have to mess with Altuve with anybody on. The payoff, fouled away, Souvenir. So Fried will be throwing his 95th pitch. It'll be a payoff to Smith. Bottom seven, nobody on, nobody out. 6-1, Yanks. Jazz with a 2-runner. Grisham with a grand slam. The payoff. Wow, man, right at the bottom of the zone, and the umpire lets it go by, and he walks. So he walks the seventh place hitter. So now he's got to pray for another ground ball, which he got last inning, but it didn't work out. So here's Dubon, who struck out and walked. Eighth place hitter. Low and outside, ball one. Lockport, I hear you loud and clear on that one, man. 93, just misses. Umpire just looking at it, man. 2-0. 2-0 to the eighth place hitter who's 0-for-1 with a walk. So again, here we go. 7, 8, 9 batters. No matter who it is, no matter where it is in the game, that's the hiccup with the Yankees pitching. Starters and pen, all included. Ground ball. Beautiful backhand stab by McMahon. It took him into foul territory, fully extended. He can't make a play on anybody. Wasn't going to get anybody unless he was Greg fucking Nettles getting up on that one. But insanity on the range. The ball bounces right. He catches it right on the line. But by the time he was done sliding, catching it, even his feet and his fully extended body were in foul territory. If anything, saves the runner from going to third on that because that was definitely headed down the line in the corner. So Boone comes out of the dugout. He has a real quick word with Fried, and then returns to the dugout. So it'll be 2 on, nobody out. Fried just about to hit the 100 mark. So knowing my Yankees, go back strike zone earlier today in the chat pregame. They asked for Max's numbers. I'm pretty much right on top of them. A bunt. Fried looks at second. Double play turned by Fried himself. The Astros absolutely vomiting on the bases. There was a bunt. Like I said with these watching it again, in the air, one knee. I'm telling you, he fired a fucking, oh my, I'm trying to think of a word to describe it. Here's the play. Bunt. Up in the air. Underhand catches. On his knee. Looks at second. Turns and fires a BB to Goldie, who extended out and got it. And they got him by more than a foot and a half. So it was bang, bang, double play. After all that, ground ball to Volpe, cross the diamond, out of it. Fried works out of the 7th inning after a visit by Boone. He goes back in. He'll finish just over 100 pitches. He'll give up 4 hits, 1 run, no errors for the Astros. For the Yankees, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. And we're going to the 8th, 6-1. Wow, what an inning. Fried, absolutely amazing. And if you were here earlier, he made another amazing play. And I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. There's something about those Atlanta pitchers. Because no matter where they're pitching, even when they leave Atlanta, man, they bring whatever they are taught. Whatever they are teaching them in Atlanta, they're doing a hell of a job. I'm telling you like it is, man, because it shows. And it showed right there. Fried was like a cat, slid out, grabbed it, looked at second, and then I'm telling you, when he threw a rope to Goldie, it was just absolute, just a missile. If you've seen it, great, you'll love it. If you didn't see it, don't miss the replay on that one. I'm sure a lot of people will be seeing that one or be talking about that one, man. That one was insanity. So, all right, we're going to take a quick break so we can get our shit together. And speaking of shitting,
Ship my pants. Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed. If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
yeah, that's what we did before Amazon. Rough world. Tough world. It's when you had to do things. You had to get in your car and go somewhere. Had to get in the car and go somewhere. So here we go. Looking at the Trent Grisham Slammarooey. That one in Chicago. That one in the bullpen. And then tonight, the opposite field, over that little green thing out there. 3 grand slams this season for Grisham. And he's tied. Talking about Mattingly hitting the 7 grand slams and the only 7 in his career, all coming in the same season. Get out of here. Lockport, you can't go back that far. I can't believe you worked at a Kmart that actually had one of the restaurants in it. In the, like, I don't know where you live. Yeah, you're on the East Coast. That's right. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you a funny story about it. So Grisham's in the hole, 0-2. He's 2 for 3 tonight though with a slam. Ogert is the lefty pitching for the Astros, and he misses badly there. So we got a single and a grand slam and 2 runs by Trent, 1975 porno mustache. Grisham, grand slam by the Grisham man. I didn't see who that was. So the 1-2 to Grisham, top 8, 6-1, Yanks. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging. So Ogert picking up the strikeout on Grisham. Put him to 1 knee. 1 out, top of the 8th. Now we'll bring up Volpe, who's 0 for 3. Yeah, man. I had a friend whose sister worked the counter, and dude, the boss used to be like she's getting ready to like the shift change and shit. She worked the breakfast, so like he'd be like, all right, clean everything up, get rid of everything, throw everything out, get rid of it, blah blah blah. Dude, she used to put all the donuts and pastries and Volpe's 2-0. Hold on, big news. Oh, he pops this one a mile high behind the plate. It'll go into the crowd. 2-1 to Volpe. 1 out, nobody on. Top 8, 6-1 Yanks. I'm telling you, she used to put all that in there in a bag, and then like walk it out like she's going to the dumpster, and we'd meet her there, and she'd just give it to us, and then we'd just take off to my buddy's garage, go back, and be fucking smoking, we'd just be smoking joint after joint, fucking eating like fucking every donut that was in the bag and all the pastries and shit. We clear it, man. It was so fucking funny. The fucking garage, it's the only garage in Asbury Park that smelled like a fucking bakery. True story. Volpe launches this one to right center, going back on it, right on the warning track, a few feet shy of the wall. Center fielder makes the catch, 2 away. Volpe with a long fly ball. What'd they call that back in the day? Warning track power. I did a paper route with my old lady, my first wife. Delivered the Asbury Park Press on Sundays. That's cool. Jazz steps in with 2 out, nobody on, top of the 8th. 6-1 Yanks. Name that Yankee, 252, 888 hits, 107 homers. Astros, 212 to 18, 219 to 20. Twins, 21. Red Sox, 21. Astros, 22. The Yankees. Who the hell is this guy? This guy moved around. Meanwhile, back to Jazz, 0-1. 1-1. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me on that. This fucking umpire. They're gonna have to grade this dude. It should be a minute before this guy gets behind the plate again. First of all, he's got a fast trigger, banging people out of ball games. I'll give him that. He does this, but he has been nasty, horrible tonight. Now it's 1-2 to count. Now he stops the game, steps behind, and looks at Boone. I guess Boone was jawing. They yelled something back and forth. Meanwhile, 1-2 to Jazz. The same spot he called a strike. He just called the ball. It's the same pitch, 2 miles an hour less. The first one 83, this one 81. Same spot. This time so he gives it back to him. So it's 2-2. And Jazz is going to make him pay. And Jazz goes deep again with a solo homer here in the top of the 8th. So in the strike zone, Jazz puts it away. That is so freaking bizarre, ladies and gentlemen. That at bat, the umpire's reaction after Jazz hit it, I couldn't think of anything to say because I was just watching him and I was doing everything trying not to bust out or bust a gut laugh. And Jazz goes deep for his second home run of the game. A solo puts the Yanks up 7-1 in the top of the 8th. 2 out, solo homer for Jazz. Jism Jr. Here it is again, a replay. He poses with the massive bat flip. Umpire just staring at him. That was insane. That That brings up McMahon 0 for 2. Here's a side view from the right-hand batter's box. This should be priceless. Oh, and the umpire goes just out of view. 1-1 to McMahon. outside, had to wait a minute. This from his head, the umpire's head, the helmet cam. Two-one to McMahon, 2 out, 1 in, top 8, 7-1 Yanks. Strike right on the edge, 2-2. So he talked hard to Grisham before he got up there. Grisham telling him everything. Jazz says, I. I bet you that gummy's chewing his gummy gum. I bet you there's THC in there. I bet you he's stoned. Dude's smoking a blunt. Those two are smoking blunts together. They're showing Jazz and Grisham sit right next to each other, who are responsible for every run on the board tonight. Grisham with 4, Jazz with 3, Yanks with 7, Astros with 1. 2-2 goes way outside. Well, full count to McMahon. 2-2. I mean 3-2. 2 out. Nobody on. 7-1. I am tongue-tied right now, man. This is a crazy game to be watching. This started out as an absolute pitcher's duel that just turned into a classic game of Yanks taking it to them. They're showing the home run again. Hey, Lockport, they're talking about it now. They're talking about the Devers stare down and the Giants, the Rockies brawl. Well, you know what? A bat flip here, Lockport. A bat flip and doing that stuff and the home run trot and all that's no different than a wide receiver or a running back getting in the end zone and doing his shit. So Ogert was the one staring at Jazz because of Jazz's bat flip. If you can call that bat flip, the bat did more than a flip. It flipped. So Ogert, he's up to pitch number 22. It'll be to Wells, who's 1 for 3. Take a one to the top of the wall, right on the yellow, next to the fat guy's hat who missed it. He's up to 211 now. So 2 out and 1 on. That's Jazz. Jazz going deep with the run. Wells hits this one the other way, heading towards no man's land. Left fielder coming on. That's Altuve. He puts it away. But the Yanks get another run, so it's 7-1. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. And man, I got to reset. I'm out of my mind right now. Hey, let me ask you a question. Hey, Lockport, you short on cash? Are you short on cash like everybody else, Lockport? I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to do you a favor. I got a financial advisor, and this is what he told me. Listen real closely what this dude says.
You want to make a bit of money? Get into farming. See this? I got this. Selling corn. Comes out of the fucking ground. I couldn't believe it. You see that? It's made of chicken. You kill it, you got free chicken. You can sell it to people. Or don't kill it. Fucking eggs come out of their arses. Fucking hell. It's wool. Pull it off, sell it, fucking grows back again. You cannot lose.
I wouldn't lie to you, Lockport. That's solid advice right there, man. And you're one of the few. Whoever's tuned in right now got a real special insight. So, there you go. If you're watching on Rumble, please hit the like, hit the follow. Get in the live chat already. Chat it up. Let me know. Yanks are up 7-1, going to the bottom of the 8th. We're rocking and rolling here on a Tuesday. First of 12 of the major series for the Yankees. Putting it on tonight. Fried with an absolute stellar performance until a little bit of trouble in that 7th. Got out of it on his own double play turn. After Boone came out, had a quick conversation, real quick, and just turned and went back. Why even go out there? at that point, if it's going to be that quick, why are you going out there? But anyway, besides all that, hope you enjoy it. We're not your normal play-by-play. We bring it to you different, as different as you possibly can. So get in the live chat. Let's have a conversation. How do you think of the game? What's going on, man? Where are you from? What's your egg prices? How much you paying for gas? Marwin Gonzalez is name that Yankee. Okay, I guess he had a cup of coffee or he delivered a cup of coffee. Either way, bottom 8. 7-10-0 for the Yanks, 1-4-0 for the Astros. Blackburn is in. Big righty, 8.07 ERA, 29 innings, 10 walks, 20 strikeouts. And he's behind in the count. Now he's even in the count. 1-1 as that one spowled into the crowd. Correa is batting. '85 games with the Yankees. 185. There you go. That's why he played 85 games with the Yankees. That misses outside. That was a strike earlier. 2-1 to count now to Correa, who's 1 for 3. Single in the 6th and a run. The only run for the Astros tonight off of Fried. He almost swings inside. Just got a piece of it. Foul ball. 2-2 to count to Correa. Umpire with a late signal telling us he got a piece of it. It went into Wells' glove. So the 2-2 from Blackburn. 94 on the delay call. Now Correa is right in the face of the umpire. I mean, literally, and standing ahead above him. Literally ahead above him. He watches, he follows, he looks to the next guy coming up. Correa going back. See what happens here. That's a 6th strikeout for Yankee pitching tonight. Blackburn with his first, obviously. Fried with 5. Correa just walked back there like he was ready to fight. Same pitch, 93 to Altuve, is called a ball. Fly out, fielder's choice and the ground out. They're keeping Altuve quiet tonight. 1-0. It was the same pitch he just struck the guy out on. There's the same pitch again, just a little bit more outside. So 2-0 to Altuve with 1 out, bottom of the 8th, 7-1 Yankees. Blackburn with the 2-0, bottom of the zone, strike 1. 2-1 now to Altuve. So if you're watching on Rumble, appreciate it. Appreciate it if you hit that follow, hit that like. Get in that live chat, man. Let's talk it up. Lockport blowing it up over here on the YouTube side of the chat. 93 finds it. 2-2 now to Altuve. Blackburn will throw pitch number 10. It'll be a 2-2 with 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th, 7-1 Yanks. Reaches out to protect, fouls it away. First base side, count holds, 2-2. YouTube, you guys know what to do. Hit that like, hit that follow, share it out. Please get in the comments. If you get in the description, Cash App and PayPal are in there if you want to help us out, help the show out, and help us keep on going. Buy us a cup of coffee. Cash App, PayPal, right in the descriptions. Appreciate the help. Swing and a miss by Altuve. He goes down swinging. Blackburn gets him. That'll bring up Christian Walker, who's 1 for 3. 2 out now, bottom of the 8th. 7-1 Yanks. Blackburn looking a little bit better than he has been. I love Second City, man. I was a big Second City guy, man. Especially after Saturday Night Live started losing, the major stars. Fuck, man. Eugene Levy, John Candy, Rick Moranis. Oh, God, man. Second City Television's awesome. I'll look for some. Swing and a miss by Walker evens the count at 1-1. 94. So the 1-1 with 2 out. The pitch swung on and missed. Sweeper 81, 1-2. Looking for another strikeout here would be nice. Blackburn with the 1-2 with 2 out, looking for the third strikeout of the inning. That one goes way outside, 2-2. We'll have to wait another pitch to see if he can come in and strike out the side. And he'll do it. Let's see if he can do it with the 16th pitch of the relief. Walker ready, Blackburn ready, Wells ready, umpire ready. The 2-2 just misses outside, 95 on the sinker. Umpire not pulling the trigger that time. Wow. Just on principle. So we'll have a payoff pitch. Here it is. Blackburn, swing and a miss. He strikes out the side.
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
Blackburn comes in and puts a dagger into the heart of the Astros, strikes out the side. Nice appearance by Blackburn. Been a minute since we see anything like that out of Blackburn. We'll take it. And the Yankees will take 7-1 going to the top of the ninth. And we'll be right back with the top of the ninth after this message.
All right, we're up 15. We got this game won.
Yeah, you guys are buying a light beer from Miller. Yeah, slice Philly. 1
out to go. Yeah, what can he do to us now?
Hey, keep the change. Here's Rodney! Any pinch hitters left? Here I am. Come on, ladies!
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Hey, wait a minute. This game isn't over yet. I caught that
ball. All right, man, we're ready for the top of the ninth here. Yanks about to put the Astros away, hopefully. Hopefully. We just have to see what Boone has in store for the bottom of the ninth of a 7-1 Yankee lead. Looking if they could tack on here. Might as well just leave Blackburn in to finish it. Give him the work. Save the bullpen a little bit. It'd be nice. We'll wait to see. Right now they're showing some highlights of the Moose, Mike Mussina, getting it done. That was the end of his no-hitter. So, Blue Ball. I waited for someone to say his name before I said it. I didn't want to get in trouble with the FCC. Blue Ball, pitching for the Astros. Goldschmidt 0 for 3. He evens the count at 1-1. Ball way outside to Goldie, who's 0 for 3. Not only is he 0 for 3, but he hasn't had a hit in a minute. He's getting into Volpe territory. The 1-1 to Goldie. Way low. 2-1. Yanks breaking it open in the fifth when Grisham went deep and blasted a grand slam. No sooner did I say it, he did it. Grand slam for the Grisham man. Swing and a miss at a ball that nowhere near the strike zone. Count evens at 2-2. AJ blue ball, 3.87, 14 innings, 3 walks, 16 strikeouts though. He gets strikeouts. Let's see what he does with Goldie here. Way up and up. Way up and up. Makes it full. We'll go full to Goldie. 0 for 3. And I think he was, let's see, he was 0 for 5. So he's at least 0 for his last 8. Payoff. Golfed up the middle like a 9-iron. And as I say, he hits a base hit to center field. So talk shit about Goldie, and he comes through with a base hit up the middle. So Goldie getting a base hit, breaks his little slumpage. So he finally finds a hit, and it's off. Blue ball. Showing the numbers on Mike Mussina, which are absolutely insanity. So Goldie waits to see another righty before he finally gets a hit. So when he does break out of his slump, he breaks out of it against a righty. Speaking of breaking out, it's time for Bellinger to get back on track. He's 1 for 4 tonight. Single in the 5th. He was on board when Grisham went long for the 4. 0-1 to Bellinger. Pops this one mile high to left field. Altuve waiting for it. He has to wait a little longer because he's so short. It can't all be funny, but it's physics if you think about it. Anyway, the Moose was awesome. He could never be able to pitch now with the pitch clock. No, Moose. No, Mike Mussina would have some issues with a pitch clock, bro. You nailed that. So we got 1 on and 1 out. And Judge is up. He's 2 for 4 tonight. He's hit the ball hard. Contact getting better. Timing getting better. Just needs to drive the ball a little bit more. Let's see what the Yanks can tack on a couple more here. Nothing wrong with pouring it on against Houston. Jazz going deep twice. 2-run and a solo. So the 1-1. Kind of waved that. They appealed the first. No way he swung at that. 2-1 now to Judge with 1 out and 1 on. Blue ball will be his 12th pitch coming. Judge sitting at 358. DiMaggio at 361. He's next on the list for Judge to pass. Right now it's 2-1. Is a 3-1. Way low. I don't think he's going to mess with him. I don't think he'll give him anything here. If he does, Judge should go yard. See what happens. I mean, at this point, 7-1, why mess around? See if he challenges him. Never know. Blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. Swing and a miss. He challenged him with an 88-mile-an-hour changeup. Had Judge all off balance on the swing and miss. So the count is full. Blue ball getting back into it, bringing it to a full count. Payoff pitch to Judge. And Judge goes down looking. Nice pitch at the bottom of the zone. Had Judge frozen like Mr. Freeze was in town. So Judge goes down.
He's looking at you, kid.
So after the changeup, went right back to the fastball. 2 out now with 1 on. Top 9, 7-1 Yanks. So that'll bring up Dominguez. He looks at a strike. Dominguez coming in for Stanton, who was 0 for 4. 2 strikeouts, I believe. That one's low and in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher there. Keeps the runner at first, which is Goldie. He can barely get to second. He's beat up. Miles will leave him in the game of a 7-1. Dominguez hits this one the other way. Curveball getting over. 1-2 now. That one's in the crowd. So the 1-2 with 2 out and 1 on. 7-1 Yanks. Top 9. The first of 12 for the Yankees. That one's bounced in the dirt, kept in front of the plate. 2-2. Dominguez works it. 2-2. 1 on. 2 out. The 2-2 bowled away into the netting. Count holds 2-2 with 2 out and 1 on. Blue ball. 19 pitches in. This will be his 20th. It'll be a 2-2. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Dominguez goes down swinging. That's it for the Yankees in the 9th. So here we go, folks. We hold on to a 6-run lead. 7-11-0 for the Yanks. 1-4-0 for the Astros. Not a good night for Astros, but I'll take it. Thank God. Thank God I'm a country boy. So how we doing out there, folks, wherever you're watching from? If you're watching on Rumble, man, thank you so much. I love the numbers, man. Really improving. Just share me and hit that thumb, no matter where you're watching at, on your phone, your computer, TV. You can give me the thumbs up, leave a comment. Hit the follow so you don't miss the craziest play-by-play stream out there. I don't know if we're crazy. We're just different. We enjoy being different. That's why we trying to attract so much of the audience, trying to get intermingling with you, trying to bring you into the conversation. So get involved. Lockport is blowing it up over here since the second inning. Appreciate you. Yeah, Lockport, I just gave you a wrench, my friend. Welcome aboard to the moderator thing. You the man. You the man. Buffalo Bills fan out there. We got out there, Lockport. Thank you. Appreciate you bouncing back and forth. Yeah, Lockport, who is a Buffalo Bills fan. We met in the basement. Johnny Basement. I miss that guy. Where's he at? Boom, boom. We got to find that guy. Anyway, hey, I hope you appreciated the financial advice I gave you earlier. I hope you took notes with that, okay? Now I'm just going to give you a little bit of life advice, okay? So I'm helping you out, Lockport. I'm helping everybody else out there. So pay attention. We helped you out financially with a little financial thing to do. So check this out.
Life is short. Try to do something new every day. Dance. Try to dance as much as you can. Try to connect to the silence of the sea. And whenever you can, try to give your body a good rest. And once in a while, try to surprise an old friend. I'm sorry. I know. Try to exercise on a regular basis. A healthy body is a healthy mind. And learn to appreciate art. Try new things. And yes, it will change your life.
There you go. More life advice from the third floor. So here we go. Diaz, who's 0 for 3. 2 ground outs, fielder's choice, and an RBI. The only run the Houston Astros got tonight. Blackburn's still out there. Might as well leave him out there. He fouls this one into dirt at the plate. So he jumps in the hole 0-1. Yanks long ball city tonight. 3 homers account for all 7. So it's Grisham 4, Jazz 3, Yanks 7, Astros 1. Grounder smothered by McMahon all the way across the diamond. Safe, just a bit late. Where this kid is diving to and where he's getting up from and where he has to make the throw from. Right at the edge of the grass on top of third. And man, that was... Can we slow that down? Can we take another look at that? That was pretty friggin' close at first. Here's the replay. They're going to show it in full speed, so it's really going to be hard. He's way out of the baseline, by the way. By the way, he was out of the baseline. You can't run on the infield grass. So there you go. Runner at first. 92-mile-an-hour sinker, strike one on Uris, 0 for 3. Ground out, strikeout, fly out. That was really close at first, but what I did notice when he took it off out of the batter's box, he ran to first on the grass. And that's out of the batter's that's out of the runner's path. I don't know, just what I've seen. 1-1 now to Uris, 0 for 3. Runner on. Bottom 9, 7-1, Yanks. Pitch, swung on and missed, 1-2 to Uris. Cutter, 89, up and out. Swing and a miss. Yeah, he was, bro. Gandolfini was different, man. He lost him way too early. This one misses low and outside, so it's 2-2 now to Uris with a runner on. Nobody out. Blackburn's pitching. He pitched 24 of the relief. Appreciate everybody tuning in and hanging in there. We're digging on some Yankees live play-by-play. As now the count goes full. Will be set for the 25th pitch from Blackburn, and it'll be a payoff to Uris, the 6th place hitter, 0 for 3 with a man on. Swing and a miss. Got him with a beautiful sinker, 93 at the bottom of the zone. Got him swinging. So here's what we got tomorrow. Houston, home. Toronto. Day off. Home. Detroit. And then Fenway. This is the first of that 12-game run, and this is a great way to start, especially on the road. Cam Smith, single and a walk, 1 for 2. He's the 7th place hitter. Blackburn just roaring back, throwing cutter after cutter now, 1-1. So we got 1-1, 1 out, and 1 on, 7-1. Yanks, bottom 9. Toronto already winning, Boston already winning, so the Yanks looking just to stay where they are. 94, and the umpire squeezes it. 2-1 now. This umpire does realize it's 7-1, bottom of the 9th, with 1 out and 1 on. There's nobody sitting behind home plate anymore. I can count the people. Top of the zone, 94, finds it 2-2 now. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 14 people sitting behind home plate on camera. Oh, a kid just popped up, 15. Right back to Blackburn, and that's a double play, and that's the game. The Yankees ended on a double play. Blackburn snagging the line drive, weak line drive back to the mound. By that time, the guy at first was almost at second, and Blackburn just trotted over, gave it to Goldie, step on third, double play. Yanks beat their bitter rivals, the Houston Astros, 7-1 to start this 12-game stretch that is so important. So Yanks win 7-1, Jazz twice, Grisham once. Grand slam by the Grisham man. Jazz a 2-run, Jazz a solo. That all adds up to 7-1. Max Fried with a gem, lost the no-hitter in the 5th. Went on, he gets the win. Number 15 for the big guy, the big lefty. So the big lefties back-to-back with the wins, Rodon and Fried. Yanks are on a roll, 7-11-0, 1-5-0. Have a hit. We won 7-1. And we'll be back tomorrow night with game 2 of this 3 with the Houston Astros. I almost keep wanting to say the Houston Oilers. That's a couple times I had to stop myself short. The Houston Astros, game 2 of 3. Yanks win tomorrow to take the series. Yanks win tomorrow, man. And then we could really start talking some baseball. So we'll do it then. We'll hold everything off. Tomorrow is what? What the hell is tomorrow? I don't even know what day it is. What day is it? It's Tuesday. Okay. Football starts Thursday, so that means tomorrow I have to finish. I already been putting my NFL weekly picks and recap show, the debut show where I have to make all these predictions and everything. I am 2 days into production. Just finishing up on the touches, but that will be coming out tomorrow. Without a doubt, it has to. I have a deadline to get that out. I have to get the Yankee game out. Got a lot going on here on the third floor. So make sure you hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub, hit all that fun stuff, and you don't miss out. But we'll be back tomorrow night with game 2 against the Astros. We'll be here tomorrow again. And look, everything we do live. There is nothing recorded. So when we come on, we are live. So we're always available for the live chat and everything else, man. We really appreciate Lockport. Thank you for being here all night and getting the chat going. I appreciate it, man. And much deserved wrench. So now you, Bon, and Angus are all my moderators. So there you go. The trio is set. In the meantime, please, if you're watching on Rumble, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up, hit the follow, okay? I appreciate it. YouTube, same thing. Hit the thumbs up, hit the sub, hit the notification bell so you don't miss us nut bells. And X, man, thank you on X. I appreciate it. Just keep reposting and keep hitting that heart. I really appreciate it. In the meantime, folks, like I always say at the end of the show, we always tone it down a minute. And it's always good when the Yankees win because we're all in a good mood. So this message is easier. Always remember, kindness and love are the easiest thing a human being can do on this planet. So always remember, be kind to each other, love each other. Look out for your fellow man. Always remember, you never know, man. Mental health is a real thing and it's a real issue. If you got problems, man, reach out. Reach out anywhere. There's numbers everywhere. Call a friend. Call a loved one. Call a stranger. Somebody will be there to help you. So always remember, people, kindness, love, easiest thing to do. So until tomorrow night, remember, when you come up to the third floor, always remember, make sure you bowl up. Make sure you bong up. And then beam on up to the third floor. Bring a glass of wine, bring a blunt, bring your favorite drink, bring your favorite beverage, bring a snack, bring whatever you want. But when you come up here and you come on into the third floor, you're going to see we're just sitting here hanging out, waiting on you to come hang out with us in time and space. So until tomorrow night, folks, peace, love, kindness. Love yous all. Good night.
That's all, folks.
Ow! Bueller.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
He's looking at you, kid.